Hey Moe Norman fans, I'm going to show you a secret of Moe Norman's golf swing today that's going to help you to stop coming over the top. Now, those of you that understand Moe's swing understand it's a single plane swing. I'll demonstrate this very quickly for you. A single plane swing is, most golfers hang the arms below the shoulder. So the address position looks something like this, where the arms hang down and it creates two planes. It creates the plane of the arms hanging down and it creates the plane of the club shaft. The problem with two planes, and you've seen me demonstrate this many times, is that when you swing the club, by the time you get to impact, the shaft is lining up with the arms that are moving it, so you end up on a higher plane at impact. So a single plane swing, in my definition and in Moe Norman's definition, it starts and impacts on the same plane. So in other words, if I start here, I want to start here at address so I can impact the club shaft on the same plane at impact. There's a lot of common sense to that, and that's why Moe Norman was regarded as the greatest ball striker, because he simplified the club position at address, which allows him to spatially get it back to impact in a consistent way. So that's just the common sense side of the single plane swing. But there's another whole element to the single plane swing I want you to understand. Part of Moe's genius was his ability to get the club at impact, and he talked about it this way, and this was Moe's demonstration of it to me when I spent many years learning with him, was that the handle of the club is leading and the heel is leading the toe. So what I mean by that is, in other words, you're not doing this, right? The toe's not going over the heel is leading the toe. So it's lagging, the toe's behind it. Well, this is this lag position that you see so demonstrated in so many good ball strikers, especially Moe. But let me show you his address secret. The thing that he did at address that many people see as idiosyncratic, but it's actually part of his genius. When he set up to a golf ball, this is an 8-iron, he did not put the club directly behind the ball and put the hands back like this. If I stand up and tilt my body, I create an alignment with the lead arm. See that? Now, if I go straight down, you'll notice that the handle now is in front of the club head. It may not be in front of the golf ball necessarily, but it's in front of the club head. So when he takes it back, the handle is always leading the club head into impact. And that's a key to great ball striking, is leading with the handle of the golf club, or leading or lagging the club head behind the hands and compressing the golf ball. And we have, if you're one of those guys that slices it, comes over the top, releases early, this is really the tip you need. You need to understand that we have to get the hands leading, but you need to start at address. So do me a favor, take an element out of Moe Norman's playbook here, and when you set up to the golf ball, push the hands into a line, but you got to do a couple things here. You got to push the hands forward, and then you got to tilt your body. And when you do that, see that right there? So you go from here to there, it's pushing the hands in front of the club head. You may have to do what Moe did and set the club a little behind the golf ball here. This is about 5 or 6 inches. And now what it's doing, it's automatically getting the hands to always lead the club into impact, which makes it easier to get the club to impact. This is one of the elements of Moe's swing that people take for granted. They understand this part where he was on a single plane, but they don't quite understand that is a function of handle position, body position, and address. And I'll give you one more element to this so you can understand this. At this address position, when you tilt your body, see what I'm doing this? When I tilt my body and this goes into an alignment, this hand goes into an underneath position. People call it a strong position. It is not a strong position. It is a tilted body position, which puts the hand in a non-rotational position. See, this hand can now go back and down. It doesn't have to do any rotation. Once again, I can get the handle leading this way because I'm down and rotated, and it gets the handle in front, which is why Moe said the heel leads the toe. So notice again, tilt your body, handles forward, club a little behind the golf ball, and hit it. That's just a little tip from Moe Norman's playbook for you.